So, today was another shooting. This time in an airport in Florida. This January 6th of 2017. It is currently in the 10 p.m. hour over here, and I waited to this point to see how much information we would get on day one of the event or on the day of the event. Because a lot of times when these shootings happen, we'll do this thing where we'll dig into the person's background, learn a little bit about them, and go and look for signs and all of that, as if that's going to bring somebody back. Um, but this man's a really interesting case because he is a veteran who I think was discharged 2 years ago. I think it was 2014. I know that he lived in Alaska, and over there he had tried talking to professionals about some voices he was hearing in his head that were telling him to commit acts of horror or terror, but claiming that he was in control and would not hurt anybody, which we now know was a load of garbage. But for what it's worth, the place told him, you need to get some help. They told him get some treatment or do something. Um, 5 people are dead, 8 others injured. Man just walked up in there at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and began shooting. Um, so important things to note because these are becoming kind of routine. I hate to say that. I know it sounds insensitive, but that's the era of violence we live in. And I was wondering how far along we would get in this year before we saw, because we've had terrorist acts, throughout other parts of the country in the last few days. But I was wondering how long it would take for one of those attacks to U.S. soil this year. And it came quicker than I expected. I figured it'd be at some point this month, but I didn't know precisely when. I definitely didn't think it would be this early on. But that's what happens when you have a bunch of crazy people that, ironically enough, serve in the military, and that's a running theme with these shooters. The guy in Dallas was a military man. Granted, he got discharged for being a pervert, but you know, what is the deal with all of these males that get, and I have to say males, it's never females who do this, who go out and they serve, I guess, honorably in the military, or at least serve in the military, protect their country, yada yada yada, and they come back when they kill people. What is that? And we could argue, oh, it's mental illness, but this is a running theme that is very disturbing to me, because it seems to point to the idea that veterans are so damaged to where they are now going to attack the people that they were supposed to protect when they were serving in the military. It seems to be a complete 360 of the overall message of just being within the armed forces. So another point to kind of make here is that we can't just say this is Caucasian males, or pro-blacks, or whatever you want to call it, the Dallas and Baton Rouge thing. I'm so used to hearing about one of these stories where a bunch of people get killed, and back in the 80s, the McDonald's thing, you read the name of, I don't know, some random American white name like mine. Um, but now you're getting it with other races, and I don't want to say it's good, but now we're going to see less of a stereotype when it comes to, well, these kinds of people do this. No word yet on radicalization. I don't think that was the case here. I just think it was a guy who just went crazy, and that's really something to think about in the meantime. So we'll learn more as the week goes by. It'll probably be over in the next couple of days. I don't really see what the investigation will do to change things, but you never know. So thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay safe. Peace.